Hi everyone, with spring just around the corner and the housing market continuing to soar, the Toronto Real Estate Board has just released their market stats for February of this year compared to last year. And today I'm going to take you through three of the most important key things. Number one is the number of transactions. The number of transactions this year compared to last year has actually gone down by 17%. And the main reason for this is our number two fact, which is the number of listings. Number of listings in all of the GTA has actually gone down by 6% compared to last year. The thing is, there's just too many buyers and not enough homes, something we've been continually hearing for the last almost couple of years, and this demand just continues to go up and there's just not enough inventory. In fact, in our brokerage, what we're noticing is that every listing of ours, every buyer we're working with, we are going through a multiple offer situation. It doesn't matter if it's a low-rise home, even if it's a condominium, we're experiencing multiple offers. In fact, these multiple offers are not only happening just in the GTA, but also the surrounding areas of the GTA as well. In fact, last month, the inventory level on the MLS system was the lowest it's ever been in the last decade. And now, since both condos and low-rise properties are not staying in the market for so long, the number of days a property lasts in the market while it's listed has reduced drastically to only 11 days from 19 days, which means if you list a property today, on average, your property will be sold within 11 days. So if you're in the market to buy, you already know that you have to act very quickly, because otherwise there's tons of other buyers waiting for that same property. So if you work with a brokerage like ours, our key specialty is negotiation, and we can help strategize and figure out how we can work best to make sure you win that property. And if you're a seller, it's definitely a great time to be in the market because it is a seller's market all around. So you will most likely get what you're looking for. Now, a lot of our clients ask us how we feel about the recent interest rate increase. As you know, just this week, Bank of Canada has increased interest rates by 0.25%. Now, in our opinion, 0.25% is not going to do much to the economy. A lot of us can handle up until, I would say, a 1% interest rate hike. And the government's not going to do that anytime soon because they also want to balance the economy, make sure we don't experience anything abnormal. So up until 0.25%, the real estate market is still going to stay very strong, even beyond that, because like I said again, there's just not enough supply and there's just too much demand. And even when interest rates keep going up higher, what we have in advantage to us is the immigration that keeps coming in. There is just too many people coming in, 400,000 per year in the next 3 years, that are just going to gobble up any inventory that comes into the market. Now, where we will see a slight correction is probably the higher priced homes. And when I say higher price, that means any homes over the $4 and $5 million mark. That's where possibly we might start seeing a small correction or a small slowdown, but it also depends on the area. For instance, we just had a listing we came across a couple of weeks ago in South Mississauga, listed for $3 million. It had multiple offers and ended up selling for 3.6. So it really depends on the area that you're in, because again, remember, real estate, the most important thing is location, location, location. So based on where your property is, and that's what's gonna kind of dictate the price range that it can handle and what's gonna affect it in terms of interest rates. Now let's get into one of the most interesting facts about our segment, is the number 3 point, the average price of your home. The average price of homes has increased by an astonishing 28% since last year. Post-pandemic numbers continue to soar in the real estate market. Doesn't matter if it's a low-rise property, which are detached homes and townhomes, or if they're condominiums. Your price has increased significantly since last year. Now, why do these prices keep going up by double-digit increases? It's quite simple. There's 4 reasons. Number 1, there's just not enough inventory like we've been mentioning. Builders are not able to build as fast as they need to build according to the demand that's out there. And this is just local demand. The number 2 point is the immigration that's going to come in. This is going to increase demand. So any economic policy that the government puts in, like these interest rate hikes, are going to counteract the demand that's out there. So that if the demand just keeps going up, guess what? The price is going to follow along that. Now, the number 3 reason our overall, our interest rates are still quite low. Like even with the 0.25% increase, they're still way low compared to the last decade that we've seen them at. And the last point that everyone needs to understand is we are going through an inflationary period. If you notice around you, everything from gas to the cost of your grocery to every little thing is going up. And this is what we call inflation. And when the cost of goods are going up, that means that these builders, the materials that they need to build these houses and condos, those are going up significantly as well. So they can't build at the same price that they used to. So naturally they have to charge you more, and naturally that's increasing the pricing as well. So now let's go into the average price of your home this year. If you own a detached home in the 416 neighborhood, your average home price is now $2 million. That's right, you heard correct. It surpassed the 1 point something straight into $2 million. And if you own a detached home in the 905 neighborhood, your average price is $1.7 million. If you own a semi-detached home in the 416 neighborhood, your average price is $1.5 million. And a semi-detached home in the 905 neighborhood, your average price is $1.28 million. If you own a townhome in the 416 neighborhood, your average price is $1.13 million. And if you own a townhome in the 905 neighborhood, your average price is $1.12 million. Now, I want you to digest that for a little bit, because if you've been watching our videos, you will notice just last year was the first time that our detached home and average home price surpassed $1 million. And now we're talking about townhomes surpassing $1 million. So this continues to amaze us. But again, it shows you, because of the 4 reasons that I mentioned above, this is why prices continue to grow up and will continue to grow up in the future. So now the last category is our condominiums. If you own a condominium in the 416 neighborhood, your average price is $822,000, and a condominium in the 905 neighborhood, your average price is $756,000. So overall, we here at KAPS Realty Group are very confident with the real estate market here in the Greater Toronto area, and believe that it's going to continue to grow into the summer months of 2022 as demand has just increasingly surpassed supply, the overall theme of this video. And now if you've been following along a lot of our pre-construction projects, you'll notice that they're still selling out within 1 to 2 weeks. And the main reason for this is people are once again buying condominiums because of the affordability. They can't afford the townhomes anymore because, like I said, they're over $1 million. Detached homes have become unaffordable as well. So for a lot of the first-time buyers and a lot of investors, they're getting into the condominium market once again, and it has just been on fire. So it's not just low-rise homes anymore that have that exceeding demand, it's condominiums too. So whether you're in the market as a buyer or a seller or an investor and looking for some advice, looking for someone to guide you in the right direction, please do reach out to us and our team, and we can either look into your portfolio, see how we can possibly diversify it for you to get a greater return. And if you're a seller, we can assess your property and see how we can do the best multiple offer presentation for you to get you the top dollar for your home. And lastly, if you're a buyer, you can consult with us and see which property is going to be the best fit for you and how we can win you those multiple offer situations. And as you know, our company has over 25 years of real estate experience in the Greater Toronto market, and we are knowledgeable professionals hungry to give you the proper advice so you can make sound real estate decisions that will help grow your wealth in the future. And if you're liking these videos, please do subscribe to our channel below so we can continue bringing you these updates. And until then, have a wonderful day and enjoy the warmer weather that we're going to be getting in the next couple of weeks. Take care, stay safe, and talk to you soon.